Hey everyone, welcome back to the Move Me to Pittsburgh podcast. This is a show where we talk about all things real estate, including local stories and the conversations shaping life around the city.
We're your hosts. I'm Cassie Ayers.
David Kerr.
Whether you're tuning in for Market Insight, you just want to hear what's going on around Pittsburgh, we're glad you're here.
We sure are. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done already and you've listened to previous episodes, make sure to hit the like button so that we know you're listening and you can boost the show, because we really do appreciate you guys joining in. Look, each week we dive into some trends we're seeing in the city, the headlines that are catching our attention. We talk about things that we've done in the past weeks or what's coming up. Cassie does have a wonderful Pittsburgh bucket list that she shares all the time, and we're slowly checking things off and adding things to it.
Getting there.
And I have my own. I just have not produced it yet.
Yeah. We got to get yours up there.
Yep.
See what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. What you been up to?
I tried the new Go-Kart track at the Canton Science Center. So last Friday, I believe, was the day. They had just opened, so it was opening day when I went. So maybe not the best thing to do, but I went. They were very, very busy, but I do want to give a shout out that they did a fantastic job with the crowd. We did have to wait like a little over an hour from the time we went in, signed the waiver, bought our ticket till we actually got to ride. But it's pretty cool because you can order food there, or they have like a very small little museum area where you learn about the science of speed. So aside from the go-kart tracks, this is an exhibit with like where you can test out professional racing simulators, explore interactive exhibits. Like I know the one was testing your speed, like your reaction speed. So it had like lights that would light up, and as soon as they shut off, you were supposed to hit the button and see how if you could do it quickly. I was all right. Let's put it that way. But we watched a bunch of people do that. Then they had some other things you could see, like how wind tunnels work and like everything like that. So it was really neat. And then we did get to do the actual go-kart track. That was really fun. So that's the picture I took of it. So it is a 3-level track. They let 8 racers go at a time. So wasn't just us. There were others as well. But it was really neat. I want to say it was 5-ish minutes that we were on there. So instead of like actually racing each other, you're kind of like racing for your speed. So they do have a lot of rules of like, don't run into each other, don't like do all this. So you're just trying to see how your speed, and then like if you go back, they'll have that I think on record that you try to beat it again. So it's fun, gives everybody a chance to see what they can do without hopefully any injuries ever. But it was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photo. We did post it here while you were talking. If anybody is watching the video on YouTube, you can see the photo that you took. Yeah, this is 3 levels in a massive factory, it looks like. And all these neon lights. This looks like a pretty fun little day
It
out.
used to be their sport section. I can't. It's like when you're in the parking lot and you're seeing the science center. It's that building that's connected to it, the real long one. So yeah, it used to be some kind of like sport exhibit, but I believe they moved that inside, and now they have the go karts in there. So it was really neat. But they did have, like I said, food, a kitchen, and a bar. Of course, you can't drink if you're driving, but if you're there to watch or have your kids. So I believe during museum hours, which is until 5 p.m., they allow any age. And then after 5 p.m., I think it's like 5 to 11 or 5 to 10, it's 18 plus. So we did wait until the evening and went. But it was like I said, it was cool. It was neat.
Yeah, it looks like a good time.
Yeah, definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I'm going to add that to my list because that is super cool. I've been hearing people that go to Monroeville. They have like apparently an adult racetrack where it's super competitive, similar to the kickball leagues. They were in a league and they would bet money on who would win at the end. So that seems like something fun. I never
Yeah,
went to it, but there's one apparently out in Monroeville, and those go-karts go pretty fast. I do see that you guys had to wear helmets. Obviously, did
we
they
did.
go pretty fast?
It felt like they
Did
did.
you
I mean,
feel some
there was a
torque on
few moments where I was going around a turn where like I definitely felt a little nervous, but
them? Yeah. Oh,
it was
that sounds
safe.
cool.
You know, it just I guess I'm not used to driving like that. And then
Yeah.
of course, the best part is right after our race, I hop in my car and start driving, and I'm ready to just take off down North Shore.
Go real
I was like,
fast.
gotta remember, I'm not in my go kart. I can't pass anybody. But it was
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
And then and then we did have dinner afterwards at Cadence Clubhouse. So it's up in North Park, right along like the part of the walking trail. So it's like the Cadence Clubhouse and what did we say? With Pro Bike and Run, I
So
believe is the
yeah,
bike shop that's connected to it.
right.
Yeah, so it's a pretty large area. They have like a large indoor area with a bar, and then they have like the outdoor area where you can see it is dog friendly, and then they have an even bigger like down below section where they had live music, and there was people dancing, sitting around watching the band. It was really neat. We tried the pizza and it was fantastic. Just did a classic pepperoni pizza, but
Yeah, I've tried to get out to Highland Park, but it seems to be yeah. So the garage
but it's
doors
cool.
opened up. It's wood inside. It's in like basically a barn. Do they have a second floor up there? Because I've never been inside. We went like last
Up on
Sunday.
the top, yeah, I don't. I know the top floor is connected to the bike, so I don't know if you can sit up there for like actual food or anything. But I know like the other side of it, where they have the bike shop, you can go up the stairs and they have like an extra part of the shop up there. Yeah, it's really neat.
Wow, great.
Staff was amazing. I cannot say enough nice things about the place. Like I really enjoyed it. The staff was great. The vibes were great. And like I said, they are dog friendly, so there were a couple golden retrievers walking around while we were there. It was fun, but it was really cool. And I know they of course are open more than just, we went later in the night, so that's when they have the music. But I always wanted to go there because I used to do a lot of running at North Park. Not that I run anymore, but I used to go on runs a lot at North Park because it's a great 5 mile loop that you can do, and I would always park right near that clubhouse and then do the loop. But that was the first time I ever actually went, so it's definitely making me want to go back to North Park some more because it's a beautiful area.
Yeah, it sure is. The one that we ended up going to was right on I guess you consider it a lake, and there's always people
The
out there.
boathouse.
Uh, the boathouse. That's where we ended up
Yeah,
going that Sunday. That's a
I've been
real
there
good
before.
place too.
It is.
Nice outdoor section,
Yeah, I like that place a lot.
and you
I
can
went
watch the people
there once.
paddleboarding and kayaking on
Yeah,
it. That's a good time there. A lot of
I've
cool
done the
things
kayaking
north
there.
of the city. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have.
I have
They do
one
do
time.
they do a firework thing there as well, or is that just downtown Pittsburgh?
I don't know. Not that I'm aware of, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
the
Well, those are
kayaking
two.
was fun. It was good price, good time, large enough like lake that it was worth it. So it was neat.
Yeah, no doubt. So those are two definite places you want to add. What is that? How do you pronounce that? Cadence
Cadence
Clubhouse
Clubhouse, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, like a
and
bike cadence.
Boathouse.
I don't remember what the exact name of it, but I always thought it was. I think it was something Am Boat House or North Park Boat. I don't know. I might be
Yeah.
totally messing, or that maybe they've changed it. It's been a couple years since I've been to that restaurant, but it was. I was there a couple times, and it was really good.
Hmm. Yeah, so I'm
So
looking at Cadence Clubhouse. They must have a good live music selection here. They got August 7th, the 8th, the 14th. Looks like every weekend, Friday and Saturday, they have a band out here, a live band. Looks like this one coming up here on Friday, August 7th. They got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 people in that band. That must be one heck of a stage they have for all these people.
that'd be neat. I will definitely be
Cool.
going back there.
So
Oh,
bring
and the
your
place.
earplugs you mentioned.
I didn't think it was bad. No, I was
Or you
saying the
do
music
something
on the
else?
video that you had was louder.
Oh, okay.
No, I thought it was
Uh,
perfect. We didn't sit down. We sat more like right in front of the restaurant. So we were a little bit farther away from the music. We just kind of wanted to have a nice little chill, hangout night, but still be able to hear it. So, no, it definitely wasn't too loud. It was perfect. You could hear well. And the other one is OTB at the North Park Boathouse.
that's the
That's what
name
it's
of it.
actually called. Yeah.
OTB. What's
OTB at the
OTB
North Park.
stand for? Do you know?
I wanted to say like over the bar or something. I forget. I could be
I'm trying to
totally
think.
wrong. Maybe somebody just told
Yeah.
me that once.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. How about you? What have you been up to?
Hills community event. So I think we went to a summer fest in Penn Hills, and I'll tell you what, they do one down. There's a private pool. Starts with an R. Um, we went to that one, but it looks like they've outgrown it. I just can't remember. They do a huge signs all over Penn Hills, all over Monroeville, Plum, inviting people to it. Well, this is I believe, a new one. I can't find it. I should have wrote it down. Anyway, they did it in one of the parks. There's so many parks in Penn Hills. Um, but this one they did it on the football field. So the food trucks drove down into the uh, onto the field. This one allowed dogs. The other one didn't allow dogs. We took Clover to it, and they immediately they let
Really?
us, of course, buy a bunch of food, and then immediately said, "Well, you guys can't eat it here.
Gave you the
Get
boot?
going." So that was the last time we went to that one. So we're pretty excited that this new one has opened up.
Absolutely.
Um, but yeah, actually a really good time. The music was great. We didn't realize that it was at the time, we forgot about it, but it was going on Friday and Saturday. We went to the Friday one. Uh, I bet you Saturday was pretty kicking because they had a fantastic jazz. It was like a female and a male, and the female was doing the singing. The other one was like on these like those things that you shake and they make a sound. It was really good. We should have stayed a little bit longer. Yeah, we like that a lot. What was the other one that we did here? We went to. This was actually just this morning. We went to Curbside on the Run. That's the one heading up into Fox Chapel. It's a pretty steep hill. It's the one that you see in the news a lot because the neighbors didn't like that people were parking on the street. Let me show you
I
this
have
one.
been seeing a lot of this.
Yeah, since we saw Anna Eats up there eating, I think she got breakfast or something. They had some
There
massive
you go.
sandwich. Yeah, look at that place.
Wow.
It's right on the corner. Real cute place.
Okay. I'll have to add it to my list.
So that's heading up into, I believe that would be O'Hara Township. It's on Powers Run Road. Coffee was great. We got some sort of banana pudding too.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something I would definitely check out. It is only outdoor seating. There's nothing on the inside for you to sit, so I
Go
don't
on a
think it's
nice
really
day.
a place that you would go and do any sort of work or anything. Everybody's kind of in and out, high traffic. We were only there for 10 minutes, and the line was out the door on a Thursday on August 6th. It was out
Jeez.
the door.
Wow.
so, so
Good to know.
good coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
At
then
least it was
another
worth
one
the
I
wait.
think we say again.
I said at least it was worth the wait.
We didn't wait at all. They were super fast.
You didn't. Oh.
We didn't have to wait at all. As soon as we went in, there was one group in front of us, and then we turned around after ordering, and we're like, "Whoa,
Then okay, I
yeah,
misunderstood that.
line out the door."
Well,
Yeah,
then
we
at
didn't have
least
to
you
wait
didn't
at
have to
all.
wait. But it sounds like it would be worth
Yeah,
the wait.
we went at a good time.
There you go.
Yeah. One other place we checked out was Smiling Banana Leaf. This is on in Highland Park. It was Bryant Street. So Bryant Street, for anybody that's not familiar with Highland Park, it's one of their. Uh, could you say the word quaint? It's only like maybe a quarter of a mile long, but there's barber shops. There's Bryant Street Market on there. I think the pub unfortunately just shut down. Smiling Bananas, they're thriving. It was fantastic. I didn't realize you're supposed to mix the rice in with the milk because it like dissolves a little bit of the salt. But I thought mine was a little
Okay.
salty, but I should have mixed it in with the rice. The drinks, fantastic. I can't remember what it was, but it was some sort of lemonade mixed with like hibiscus or something.
Oh,
They put
interesting.
a little flour on it, a real little flour on it, and then the iced tea did the same thing. Some sort of, I don't know if you've ever been to Noodlehead over on next to the office on South Highland, but they got
I
some
think
of
I
the
have.
best
Yeah.
tea over there.
Yeah.
This place definitely rivals it. Yeah, Shannon loved hers. Hers was great.
Good.
Some sort of, she likes the bigger rice noodles. I always forget because I look at the menu and it's in like a kind of a different language to me. I need to see photos of it, but I liked it. I loved it. Really good time.
Good.
And
Good.
that's a really nice street for anybody that lives or seeks out to live in Highland Park. That's right next to the reservoir. You can walk to Bryant Street, and then you can walk right to the reservoir, right at the main entrance of the reservoir. So that's a really great spot for anybody that's moving to the area. Uh, Look at what your distance is to
Right by
that
our
street
zoo too.
specifically. Yeah, that's right. The zoo's
Yeah.
right off that end too.
Yeah. I used
And for
to
anybody, go ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to say
I was
for
just gonna say
anybody
I
that's
used to
looking
take
to
my
rent in
there you go.
to rent in Highland Park,
You
they
get
have
this?
a skyscraper of apartments over there. I want to go and
I do.
tour it. We should go and
I do.
tour it
Yeah.
and do a short video actually for people moving to the area that maybe aren't going to buy a house their first year or first 3 years, because that is super high. I bet you that's 20, 20, 30 stories high. It's an apartment
Yeah.
building. It's the only
Yeah.
skyscraper anywhere outside of downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
By
I wondered
skyscraper,
for a long
30
time what it
floors.
was when I was up there, and then I
Yeah.
finally figured it out. Like, because when I first moved here, yeah, I used to go. I mean, I still go often, but I used to take my dogs there all the time to go for a walk because it was. I want to say if you walked the loop of the park right by the reservoir, it was. I want to say it was a little under a mile, like just under.
Uh-huh.
But I think there was also like a little like side trail that I could go on that I could like perfectly make it a mile. So I would always like do that loop and then go into like the actual town. And they just because they have some of the nicest houses over there. It's
Hmm.
beautiful. It's clean. It's a great place to walk around. So yeah, I used to do that all the time. Love it over there.
Yeah, it sure is. I love walking over there at Christmas time.
Yeah, definitely.
So the place that we're talking about is Highland Plaza Apartments. That's the skyscraper building here. Let me pull it up real fast for you. Anybody that's probably thinking of it. Yeah, that's the skyscraper there.
Yeah.
And then that's the reservoir right behind it. Oh, wow, they got a beautiful pool.
Nice
Yeah,
city.
just for anybody that wants a little bit of an idea on what things cost around the area, a one bed unit on the third floor is going for $1,921. Square foot's about 950. And then as you go up, you can get a 3 bed for 3,000. 1,300 square foot for a 3 bed. Probably pretty tight rooms. Yeah, so you definitely, yeah, they have that tennis courts in the back there,
So
basketball
yeah, it
court.
looks like you definitely
They're
have some
pretty nice
nice
little
amenities.
spots. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in a great location. So
Can't beat that location. Look at that rooftop.
that is very
Looks
neat.
like they have a rooftop terrace and
Yeah.
a bar. That's really
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah. Nice gym.
Yeah, so you definitely have nature over here. If anybody's like the big popular places right now to go and rent are Lawrenceville and then
Yeah.
the Strip District. Well, there's no trees really in the Strip District. You're in an extremely industrial area that's slowly becoming um, like a vibrant, walkable shops and
Yeah.
things. But look at this place. You rent here, you can
Yeah.
go right into Highland Park. It's one of the
Directly
biggest
across
parks
the street.
in the city. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
A
you,
lot of trees, a lot of little like trails to make you feel like you're really in the woods. And then they also have like the road trails. I mean, they are really nice. But I lived in
that's right.
Lawrenceville when I first moved here, and I loved it. I loved Lawrenceville. It's great. Like you said, it's so walkable. So much you could do, but it wasn't great for dogs. So we lived in Upper Lawrenceville, and there was no grass on our entire block. So like every single time I had to take my dog out, I had to walk farther just to find grass for them to go. So that part was rough, but still such a great area. So I'm not complaining about it, but it was one little con that I found there. So
Yeah,
something to think
it's
about too. We do
100% a
have
concrete
animals.
jungle. You do have, and
Yeah.
you've mentioned it many, many times how much you like the, which it's not might sound crazy to other people in other cities, but the
Oh,
graveyard.
love Allegheny Cemetery. Oh man,
Yeah, and you
I
can't take
have driven.
dogs there,
I probably
so
have
there's
that
no
place
dog parks.
memorized at this point, and I could still go there every day, walk, drive, run through it, bike through it. They don't allow
Yeah,
dogs in there, so that was the downfall. But I spent a lot of time myself in there for the longest time, and it really is beautiful. And people treat it like a park. Like when you first walk in, there's a huge grass area where people used to like lay out and tan. I saw like a guy practicing his karate moves once. So, like they brought their kids and had picnics. Like all kinds of stuff was going on in there. And then they have like a beautiful fountain, and then the graveyard kind of starts. But again, it's like the huge mausoleums, like the beautiful old headstones. So not just like your creepy little backyard graveyard. So it is really nice, and I will
yeah,
always recommend that. I had a buyer once from California that was coming in, and she wanted to see a bunch of different houses in different areas, and asked me if I could like take her through my favorite parts of each area. So when we went through Lawrenceville, I said, "Now listen, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm taking you to the graveyard." And we did, and she absolutely fell in love. She wanted to like take some extra trips around it. Like it's beautiful. So still not
did you guys
completely
drive
dry.
through it?
We did.
Yeah,
And it was very worth it. It was great.
yeah.
So she loved it.
That's
Loved it.
cool. Uh-huh. Yeah, so that's where you get your outdoor feels for it whenever you live in either the Strip or Lawrenceville. Yeah, so Net Geo, you want to hit that one?
Yeah. So we if you've been listening to us, you have heard us recently actually talk about Canton Ave. It's the steepest street in the United States. So to celebrate America's 250th, what was that, last month? We're in August? Yeah, last month, Nat Geo presented like a tribute to some of the US's like most distinctive places and experiences. And Pittsburgh got a shout out by shouting out Canton Ave, so the steepest street in the US. So this street has an average grade of 37%. It's so steep that they actually warn delivery drivers not to stop halfway because they might not make it the rest of the way up then. So
Goodness.
it's one of those places that you absolutely have to see it to believe it. I remember before I even moved here, I came to visit someone, and we were like already on it, and they were like, "Oh, by the way, you're in the steepest street of Pittsburgh," and or like in the U.S. And it was weird at first. Like I definitely felt a little strange, but it is really cool. So I don't know. I love that out of all the incredible landmarks across the country, that Pittsburgh's insanely steep street earns a spot on the list, because we know Pittsburgh loves its uniqueness, and it's another unique thing that we can claim to fame. And I think
Yeah,
you
and
were
one
looking
thing
up some
that's
stuff about it.
yeah, one thing that's people kind of gloss over as they talk about the street, but they don't mention that's a stone street on top of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I think USA Today, I think maybe the person, somebody works, must live in Pittsburgh from USA Today, because we got USA Today fireworks show the best. We know how the
Yeah.
street got mentioned. What was the other one? I forget. Biggest
Picklesburg
tree or something? The best Picklesburg? Yeah, they give us
or something.
the
And then,
best food. I forget
oh
what it
yeah,
was
there was
called.
like a food. No, I think Pittsburgh, or sorry, Picklesburg was the best like unique food festival.
Unique food
But there
festival.
is, which we'll probably mention later, of what's going on this weekend. There is the Barrel and Flow Fest, which I guess readers of USA Today have marked that as one of the best. I did write it down here. America's favorite brew festival, 2 years in a row.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we'll talk
okay.
about that a little bit later, because that is happening this weekend.
Okay. So they
Yeah.
do on this Canton Avenue here, they do what's called a Dirty Dozen, which is a bike race in Pittsburgh. By the way, I subscribe to this Discover the Berg. This couple here runs like a
Love it.
blog
Yeah.
called Discover the Berg. It's great. So anybody that's
They
not
are.
here or that is
They're
here and is
fantastic.
not subscribed to their email, they do a fantastic job. It is slowly starting to get just overwhelming with these pop-up ads. So if they are listening, please chill with the ads. But anyway, hey, they do it's what's called an insane bike race. They go up. There's 12 different steep hills. And Canton Avenue is like one of the last ones there. You can see it. Look at that thing. It's almost straight up.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-mile course. But this is, look at that. You can see them steps as they keep climbing the height on them.
I don't go over here often and like take this street, but I do take Rialto Street a lot, which I think that's why we talked about Canton Ave that last time. Yeah, I want to say it was within like the top 10 of the steepest. Like going down that always stresses me out. Like just going straight, you just feel like you're like on a roller coaster, just going straight down. Like it's fine. I mean, I've driven it many, many times, but I do sometimes if I see it on the GPS, I'm like, we'll go around. It's not my favorite. Yeah. It is narrow. I think that one's the issue is it's very narrow and it is a two-way street, so it does get a little dicey, but
for whatever reason,
well, so.
For whatever reason, they expanded the sidewalk. So the sidewalk is like over 36 inches wide. It had to have been for like an ADA compliant thing. I don't know how you'd get up there with a wheelchair. But
because there's a lot of steps.
They shrank the street. It's even smaller now. If you go up it, that you're gonna bump mirrors 100%. So we have some of the steepest hills in the country. Canton Avenue is the steepest in the continental USA. But I found out, and who knows if you can trust the source here. It's Wikipedia, where I guess they say anybody can add anything to it.
Yeah.
But there's a street in, what was it, New Zealand?
I think so.
My screen was bogging and I deleted it. Yeah, list of steepest roads and streets. Yeah. It's Baldwin Street in New Zealand.
Yeah.
It says here, maybe the steepest residential street in the world. It reportedly averages 16.33 degrees or 29.3 degrees for 161 meters, but its maximum is claimed to be 35 degrees for an unknown distance. What's ours? 37. But ours is shorter.
37. It just said, average grade of 37%.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does that make ours
it sounds
steeper?
Like theirs is a lot longer.
But theirs is longer.
I mean, you would,
Three streets in Los Angeles are steeper. You got 28th Street, Eldridge Street, and Baxter Street all at 32%. Maybe I don't understand the degree system, but I don't know. I think we should be the steepest. We need somebody out there and put a plaque in the road that we're the steepest in the world.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we beat everybody out for the bridges now, right? Because it used to be that Venice had more than us, and now we have the most now. So,
well, they Houston, which you were there a couple weeks ago, they put in overpasses. They put in all different kind of, because they do these big figure eights, and they count each figure eight as 4 bridges. So I think they're cheating, but they're claiming to be the most bridges. Yeah, come on. We obviously have the
let us have our bridges.
Yeah, we have real bridges that cross water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah. By the way, the Dirty Dozen, if anybody wanted to go and be a spectator or participate in it, if you have iron legs, iron calves, you could strap up. It is the last Saturday in October before Halloween. This year would be, what is it, October 26th, did I say?
24th.
October 24th, and it's tentative. So the website that I was on was DannyChew.com. DannyChew.com has all the information about the race on it. Something that I thought was interesting, it has like the Dirty Dozen records. Whoever Steve Cummings is, this dude must have some iron calves. He won from 2014 to 2013, and then he won in 2015 was his last win. So he says 10 consecutive wins back to back. I thought this one was cool. It has the oldest finisher was 70-year-old Gary Fisher in 2004.
Oh, wow. Go Gary.
Heck yeah. How cool is that?
The only hills I'm biking are the Peloton when they make me go on a hill.
Yeah. There's a couple steep ones over in Troy Hill, over in Fine. I think it's not Troy Hill, Fine View.
Yeah.
Where they got windy back and forth.
Yeah, they're very windy. Yeah.
I've climbed a couple
And
of those.
Also not one ways.
Huh?
I said, and also not one ways. Because I remember one
way?
of them over there has a very, very windy street, and it did not have a one-way sign, and the car definitely came up the other way. Like, it was scary.
No.
Luckily, I was in a perfect spot where I was able to pull over enough that they could squeeze through. But yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. There's some cool spots up there. That would be what, behind the AHN, right? Is Fine View?
Yes.
Yeah, so directly behind it. Yeah,
very,
you can get
very
some
nice views of the city and everything. So yeah.
Nothing pushes property more than having a really nice view.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of places. Everybody thinks, where can I get the best view? They immediately go to Mount Washington. Well, surprisingly, there's only 3 streets up there that really have a good view.
Or you actually have one. Yeah.
Grandview and Bailey. People don't realize you can go to Fine View, you can go to Troy Hill, you can go to a lot of other areas because we're so hilly with the Appalachian Mountains here. There's a lot of other places. Not Westview. What am I thinking? That Westview Overlook? Something west. It's on the west.
For the West End.
Directly at the West End. Yeah, you can get some. Yeah, you can get.
I was like, is there an overlook I don't know about up here?
I have End Overlook.
Yeah, I have a view of the city where I can see like this much of the UPMC building from my house.
3rd floor.
So, second
floor.
And from my back deck, I can see the Pond La Hockey sign.
There you go. So I got to start a petition to get the Iron City sign back up there.
I know. We got to Move Me to Pittsburgh up there, you know?
Yeah, or just down in the bottom right-hand corner, something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, by the way, you got a shirt on there, Kickball for a Cause.
I do. This weekend, we talked about it. It does. Yeah, we talked about this last week. It is Kickball for a Cause weekend. I cannot wait. So down here on the bottom, we got our, there we go. We got my name on it. So we did sponsor it again. Right under the Pittsburgh Pirates, Dave's favorite Eaton Park.
Eaton Park? You got some really good sponsors there this year.
Yeah. So I have not actually read the email that they sent yet, but I've heard some people talk about it. I guess this year they changed the prize. So the prize last year for the winner, I could be totally wrong actually, but I think it was like a couple $100. But I thought it went towards your next season if you played, but I could be wrong on that as well. Like I said, I've never made it there. But I guess this year the Pirates are giving out 20 vouchers for like their club seats, and I think like each voucher is for 2 people or something like that. So
that's really cool.
Like we said, it is a very neat charity tournament, but you do win a prize, and it is very fun. And so yeah, I'm impressed. It just keeps growing. I'm very excited. I'll make sure I take pictures this year.
Yeah, that's in August. It's coming up, right?
This Saturday, 2 days.
This Saturday. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anybody that's going to be around that area, we can tell you again, it is going to be over in Bakery Square. What is that? Mellon Park. Beautiful park.
Yep.
Mellon Park.
Yeah, so there's 5 different fields that we'll be playing on. Yeah, like diagonal from Bakery Square. So right there. And yeah, so come check us out. It starts first game is at 8:30 a.m.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes what all pretty much all day till about 4.
Yeah, I think the actual like the I don't want to say the regular season games. The regular games go until 2ish maybe, and then like playoffs will start, and then the championship game. So as long as the rain holds up, it shouldn't go too late. We're usually out of there, I think, by like 6. But it is a long day, but it's fun. So yeah.
Pittsburgh International Airport added a new outdoor space as part of their ongoing modernization project. We were just actually talking about uh, why the airport doesn't come up with some sort of like rooftop, maybe like a I mean, maybe they probably don't want a beer garden, but something like a restaurant where people can go on like dates and
Yeah.
like go there for
Watch the
dinner.
planes
People that are not uh, getting on a plane
flying.
and leaving, some sort of like
Yeah.
attraction out there.
Yeah.
Um,
That would be really
I
nice.
think, yeah, Shannon mentioned they have a real nice out in Du Bois. They have a nice restaurant with like the 4 corners that are all glass. So you can watch the airplanes come in and out. Obviously, that's not a busy airport, but why you think uh,
Yeah.
why don't these airports have places that you
Hmm.
seek out and go to for dinner
Yeah. I
and
wonder
like
I wonder if
nights?
there's a difference just because, like you said, the other one's smaller. Because I was thinking of the one too in Martinsburg, PA. So like in between Altoona and Bedford, they had a little. I think it was like the Altoona Blair County Airport or whatever. They've had restaurants in there, and we used to go there all the time and eat and watch the planes go by. And then I also, when I was in Phoenix or Scottsdale, one of them, I went to one as well, but it was a smaller airport because it was like the private jets that were coming in and out. So I don't know if it has anything to do with the size of the airport, what they're allowed, or but it is really neat. It's so fun to just go in and watch the planes come and go.
Absolutely,
I enjoy
yeah.
it.
I think
But
that would
yeah,
be fantastic for even like a science center where they could do an exhibit around
and see
have
all
a
that
restaurant
flights
there
and
and then have one
yeah,
about flights and then right out you go to the roof and there's like a terrace like this, which we'll talk about here in a few
okay,
seconds. Um,
yeah,
something. I
that
mean,
would be neat.
we obviously have unlimited money. They spent what 1.2 billion on this place,
So
so it'd
much,
be nice to get it where
yeah,
some people from the area go and be there other than when they're traveling would be really cool to
but yeah,
see. So
yeah. This
this is on. Do you know anything about this yet? Were you there?
it's it's pre-security. So, but
Okay.
it is open to like the public. So, um, they unveiled this outdoor terrace. I want to say like within this last week or so is when they finally like opened it. So it's called the UPMC Terrace. It's like 330. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. 36,000 square feet. It features like seating areas, walking paths, and then like landscaping inspired by Western Pennsylvania. And it does say it does have views of airport operations. So you don't need a boarding pass to visit it. It is located in the pre-security area on the arrivals level. So that's going to be near like the Visit Pittsburgh desk that's between carousels. I think they said 5 and 8. So if you're flying, picking somebody up, or just want to like check it out, you are able to go do that. So I guess kind of like what we're talking about, but yeah, it would be cool if you could actually sit down and maybe you can have like a picnic there. I don't know. But I guess these outdoor spaces are becoming like the growing trend in airports. So they were in much larger airports like I know the Dallas Fort Worth has one, Minneapolis, Denver, San Diego, and JFK in New York. So it is something that Pittsburgh is trying to add to their modernization project and also match kind of what other areas are doing as well. So we'll see. I believe there's also going to be 3 more. I think 2 pre-security and then 2 after security. So once you're already in there, they'll have areas for you to do it as well. So not sure when those are coming, but it is in the works.
Yeah. So I love it. Here's a photo. We're going to show it to you on screen.
It does look
Look at
really
that.
nice. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean,
This
I
reminds me
can't.
of what they did down there at the new park at Arts Landing. It looks similar
Yeah.
to this.
Definitely. Yeah. I
So
can't
hey, yeah.
picture.
Here for it.
exactly where at that this is to know like if you're facing
The airplanes.
anything that you can really see the planes take off, or if you're just going to then be able to see them go over like the building or something. So I'm not 100% sure there, but and I was just there. Oh man, 2 weeks ago maybe, and I did not see it, but we
Yeah, I
got
noticed you
dropped
said it
off
was
by someone.
pre-security.
So
It would almost have to be, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
then everybody have to go get scanned every time they want to go to the restaurant. Yeah, I love this. So here's an article. I didn't even plan on mentioning it. So Gensler says the rise of outdoor spaces at airports. So apparently this is big in other countries. They're bringing it here. San Francisco has one. Let me show my screen here. This is great stuff. You got to get ahead of this curve.
Yeah. Ah, see? Check that out.
Yeah.
Look how nice that is.
Yeah, there's one in
I like it.
SFO Airport.
Yeah. So nice. Yeah, the Pittsburgh International does have like a decent amount of little restaurants and places within it. So it would be really nice to expand that and have more options, or even, I don't know, a coffee shop type of thing in the little area. Like, can you do anything? Like, it doesn't have to be huge, I guess,
Yeah.
but it would be neat. I like the
Yeah,
idea.
right. That's a good footstep for it. Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
As far as transportation, we didn't have it on our list to really talk about it, but I did see they opened up a new route with the Amtrak, the train going to New York
Did.
City, and I think the other one was DC. So that's pretty exciting. We were
Yeah.
looking
I want
into
to
it
say there was something
recently
about
on
Harrisburg thrown in there too, but yeah.
might have been just Harrisburg. Might have been, yeah, Harrisburg
Yeah.
and Philadelphia on that straight stretch. So they have
Yeah.
two more going now. Um, might be worth mentioning briefly. We did look to see if you were allowed pets on the Amtrak, but they had to be very, very small. Can't remember what the weight was. It was like 20
I'd say
pounds.
probably 25, I feel like, is often the limit for things like that.
I think
Or like what I think the
what
subway
was
in New
27?
York is if they fit in a bag.
Yeah, people were cutting those
People get
IKEA
creative
bags
with
up.
the bags that they put them in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Before we
speaking
jump into
of,
what's going
yeah,
on,
okay.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's not a super fun topic, but there was a real estate agent that uncovered dozens of cases of deed fraud. So it was happening in a city. Most of these properties were in Southside. 35 cases of deed fraud. What's that mean? That means somebody went and forged signatures on sell contracts and transferred the titles. Now, obviously, you can't completely safeguard yourself from this sort of fraud. Anybody can still do it. As long as they get caught, then the things get reprimanded and you get your deed back. But when you purchase a house, when you're not using a qualified uh, title company and you're not going through a real estate agent, and look, we obviously recommend you to do that, but sometimes you can get good deals off market, talking to neighbors, talking to your friends and family. But look, you got to make sure that you get title insurance on these properties. It's, again, not the funnest topic, but things like this can happen at any point.
Absolutely.
People go through divorces, they go through different losses, and they get put into corners, and they think their only way out of these corners is to commit this sort of fraud, similar to like a divorce or a breakup where two people went in on a house and they didn't necessarily get their ex-spouse's signature, so they forged it and they pushed it through. We're dealing with one right now where two heirs, that means somebody has passed away, they gave their kids or whatever the property. Well, none of them want to drive into the area to put ink to the paper, and the one sister's trying to encourage the title company to just send me the paperwork and I'll sign for him as well. Hello, you can't do that. It's a
Yeah.
a notary. You have to like put your ID up to the screen. You have to turn left, and they're doing biometric scanning to make sure it's really you. Obviously, we're not going to be able to sign both sides. But look, some people just, it's easier to, especially if somebody's elderly, let the grandkid just sign for me. This stuff happens. and then you buy the house, and in 10 years or even in less, you either go to sell it, you go to refinance, you go to pull out a home equity line of credit, you get backed up, just to find out that somebody else still owns the property. Look, I know it's boring, but it's super important stuff.
Yeah.
We do have
Yeah.
an in-house title rep, which we might invite her on to talk briefly, maybe on a separate day, an episode. But it's one of our sister companies, Keystone Closing Services. You got to it's a one-time fee. It's called title insurance. And the enhanced policy covers forgery, which is when somebody else signs for somebody else. This stuff is things you don't think about. And you could end up losing your rear end over something so simple. And it's a one-time fee. Let's just assume it's something like 1.5% of the purchase price, a one-time fee that protects the purchaser of the property. So anybody has any questions like that, you can reach out. This is obviously a kind of an upbeat. We want to talk about exciting things, but this is really something that's finally hitting home, right? 35 cases of, and they said most of the people on it were elderly. They were houses that were abandoned or just people that didn't pay attention to what was going on. So make sure to get it. Make sure to use an agent. Reach out. Obviously we're not attorneys. You can reach out to an attorney if you didn't want to go through an agent, but you got to have some sort of understanding of what's going on.
Absolutely.
Now we can get into what the heck is going on this weekend.
So we did mention the Barrel and Flow Fest. So that's going to be at the Stacks at 3 Crossings. So this, like we said, was voted America's favorite brew festival 2 years in a row by readers of USA Today, who just seem to love us. So we love that. So when I was looking at their website to get like a little more about it, what they had said was this is more than just beer. They want to utilize the brewing industry to connect opportunity, accessibility, and artistry in ways that celebrate and empower the Black community here in the city. So it is a very I think I had walked through it once when I was here. I didn't actually like sit and stay, but it does seem really neat. I would love to check it out sometime. Unfortunately, I do have kickball games this weekend, but so if anybody checks it out, please let me know how it is. Send a picture or anything. It is neat.
You ever been to the Barrel and Flow Fest?
Yeah.
Where's that one? Where is the Stacks? Is that Lawrenceville?
If I'm thinking of the right place.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Barrel and Flow Fest. Is that where Wiggle Whiskey is right there? Barrel and Flow. I think so. It's got to be close because that's what it is, a whiskey and some sort of like bourbon festival.
Yeah, it's a lot of beer, I know.
It's a lot of beer too.
So a lot of breweries and like I believe it's all like Black-owned breweries in the area or surrounding areas possibly. I'm not sure how far they go out.
Or the rock and reggae is. Oh,
the rock and reggae, and relief is what it's a mouthful. Rock, reggae, and relief. That one's an annual charity music festival. So they bring they bring like reggae tunes and good vibes to fans and friends while offering a helping hand to neighbors in need. So I guess over the past years they have raised over $250,000 for community nonprofits. But that one is in Market Square. So both of those are going on this weekend that you can check out.
Okay, cool. All right, so it's beer, barrel, meaning okay. So yeah. All right. Hopefully, there's still some tickets available. I did notice Still City Comic Con is this weekend at the Monroeville Convention Center, and John Cena is going to be there.
Yes.
Tickets are jacked up.
I was wondering if that's who you were going to say.
That's the only one I recognize, but there's one on that sci-fi show. They just had like season 3 or something. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of it. I didn't watch it. It's too out of the world for me. What is it? Surely you know.
I don't know. I feel like I know what you're talking about, but don't ever ask me for the name of something. But yeah, I mean,
All right.
I did go through the list of celebrities they were going to have there. I did recognize a decent amount. So they do. I want to say it's Friday to Sunday. So they have different um, opportunities to like get autographs signed, get pictures. So like they do have the schedule up there of when you can go and get those done. So
I can't
definitely,
find it. All right.
I have no idea what you're
We'll
talking
put it
about.
in the description after you pull it up. Sure
Ken
you do. It's
Jeong,
super popular. It's
Ken
on
Jeong is
Netflix.
supposed to be there.
No, it's a
Um,
sci-fi show.
yeah,
They have
I'm
like
just
little.
going off
They
of
had
names I
young
know.
kids in it. Oh, okay. You have
Yeah.
it pulled up.
Oh, the little boy from the one guy from Stranger Things
Stranger
will be
Things.
there.
That's the one. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one you can think of. Okay, I actually did end up watching that. It's not normally something I would like, but I
Yeah, I
did
thought
actually
you
really
did.
enjoy
Yeah,
it. Yeah, when the
yeah.
newest season came out, Blucher, of course, wanted to watch it, and I honestly was just willing to watch it and not really care,
Uh-huh.
but he did make me go back and watch the entire thing, and I ended up loving it. So my bad for waiting
Oh,
so long
okay.
for that. But yeah, Jake Connolly. So he was, I cannot think of his name in that movie now, or a show, but he was a funny guy. So he was one of the kids. So yeah, he'll be there. Um, a lot of names I don't know, but I'm not ever one to ask about celebrities. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
some
I could
artists
take a
from some
signature from
popular
John
shows.
Cena. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I get like I'll probably get like a I don't know. What are the sweatbands? I'd get a sweatband signed by him. That'd be cool.
there you go. And
Or like
then
a
if you do,
pickleball
you got to
pal.
wear it.
Hey, I
You
was
got
in
to go and
kickball.
get it. Next podcast, I want it on.
Cool
uh,
stuff. Pittsburgh Restaurant Week begins next week.
yeah, absolutely.
Any on there that's
So,
you're excited about?
um, I haven't gone through the entire list yet, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of places I've never tried, or honestly, some I have never even heard of. So
Yeah, I
that's what I
like the
do
ones
like
I've
about
never heard
Pittsburgh
of. That's
Restaurant
the
Week.
10th through
That
the 16th.
yeah, yeah. So they'll do different. They'll do like limited menus sometimes of like deals. Like you can get like I don't know. There you pulled the thing up. So right now the one I'm staring at is the library on Carson is going to do like a 55-26 dinner. So that's going to give you like an appetizer. So you might be able to get like champagne oysters, brie mini triple cream brie grilled cheese, like stuff like that. And then you get an entree and then you also get dessert with it. So it is neat. I went to years ago. I went to one of the ones, the Melting Pot. I think is the one I went to down in Station Square and did theirs, where we got to try a bunch of different stuff. But it's a neat, definitely a neat way to get out and try some things. But like I said, they do have like limited menus of what's available within the deal that they have. But worth checking out, trying some new places.
So what's
I would
interesting
like to
about
say,
this is they use data and they say that the weeks that they do these are the slowest weeks in restaurant business. So it's hard to believe
yeah,
August 10th through what the 16th, and then they do another one
yeah,
around what the New Year. Yeah, they do a winter one as well,
yeah. So there's definitely a winter one and a summer one.
which is hard to believe because the temperature outside is starting to cool down a little bit. Some of these days are really
But it's
starting to feel
beautiful
like
out.
fall. I love it. I
Yeah,
got a long sleeve shirt on today, even. Um, yeah, so that's really exciting. I mean, I would get out and check some of these out. I haven't looked at
yeah,
them. Library on Carson, the one that you mentioned, they're doing a $55-$26 dinner. That is bonkers, in my opinion. Um, a lot of Juniper Grill. That's
yeah,
pretty cool. I've never had a bad meal from one of them, but I would check out some of these bigger ones like
yeah.
Grand Concourse. Those are some of the
Absolutely.
biggest names in the area.
Yeah,
The Porch. Anybody? We've mentioned the Porch
we
on
have.
this many times. That's probably my favorite restaurant going right now.
It is good. Yeah. They have what Monterey Bay like fish grotto, the one place in Mount Washington. That one's on there.
Is that the one
Yeah,
with the
they
real
put up
nice view?
that one's. Is it?
I can get
Don't
more
ask
right
me.
back.
I've never been to whatever one that is, so.
Yeah.
It
So
is
a lot of
along
cool
Grandview.
places on here.
Yeah.
I didn't see Fogo de Chao. That's a big sadness. That's one
It
of the
is the one with the view,
cooler
I
places
believe.
to
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So the one with the
I'm all
view
right,
is. Yeah.
Yeah, so get out there next week, support some of these businesses,
Absolutely.
get a decent discount on some of them.
Yeah. You get a first
I
course,
think
an
they have a
entree,
dinner
and a dessert.
and a
So.
lunch. Yeah. I remember going to a
Yeah,
bunch of the
some
lunch
of them do
ones.
both.
They're even better deals.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Some of them do both, and they are really nice. But been a while
Hopper
since
House, that is a tourist place to go. Amazing. They've done such a good job there with expansion. And it is starting to become that season.
It is.
October.
Oktoberfest will be
right
here
around the
before we
corner,
know
guys. Time is flying. Yeah.
Absolutely. But,
So, guys,
I think that's all we
again,
have.
appreciate
So,
you tuning in this week. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. If you're on Spotify or Apple playlist, leave us a review.
Leave us a
We
comment
love you.
from YouTube. Say hi. Yeah. Thanks for spending time with us,
Cassier
guys.
still has this beautiful guide that's available. It's going to be a link in the description. It's been in our email every single week. If you're not on our email, you are missing out.
Yeah. Check it out. It's got all kinds of, it does say it's the ultimate summer guide. Yeah. It does say it's the ultimate summer guide, but a lot of it could also, like the festivals, of course, some of them may have passed, but there are a lot of like restaurants or hiking trails or golf courses, like all kinds of stuff in there that you could still take advantage of. So please check it out and go do something from it.
Yeah. You know what? How about the next two people that reach out, we'll give you a hard copy.
Ooh. I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
So the next two, you'll get a free magazine copy of it.
Heck yeah. Those are all photos from Cassier's camera roll. And remember, guys, the last two photos, we don't actually look like those last two photos. We look like right here, right now is what we actually look like. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you next week on Move Me to Pittsburgh podcast.
Absolutely.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Have a great week.